Hello, my name is Ficus and today I'm gonna kinda introduce myself. I never know how to start new social media stuff, so I thought it'll be good to tell you a little bit about me, what this channel will be about, and so on. And while I talk, there's a speed paint or a time lapse, whatever you call this, of my persona thingy in the back, about which I'll also gonna yap a little bit in the end of the video. So let's start from some basic information about me, I guess. As I said, my name is Ficus, which is obviously not my real name, and yes, I will be pronouncing it that way and not
ficus.
Because yes, I am, as you could have guessed, an artist, beginner one at that. I am 19 years old, I am Ukrainian and very gay. So considering those two things that yes can be true at the same time, and the stuff I will be posting on this channel, I will say that I am first, not afraid to get quote-unquote political. In case you're wondering what considered to be political, here are a couple examples. First, anything regarding my country, because the sheer mention of it alone can summon people with unwanted takes and opinions, and I don't want this. I mean, I can answer some polite small questions, but please don't start stuff. I don't want to retell you a history book, okay? Second is LGBT stuff. The fact that I am gay is actually important, just remember that for later. So I don't want to defend my right to exist and live a normal life either. So yeah, here I'm also gonna mention that I am a cis man and I am support trans rights that include non-binary people. I am also gonna mention that I support women and feminism, because a lot of gay men actually kinda misogynistic and I don't like that. We don't do that here, okay? Okay. And in general, I am in support of marginalized and discriminated against communities. You got the picture. I'm not actually gonna talk about this on this channel, but I thought it'll be good to mention because I personally like to know political and moral stance of people who I follow on social media. And also, just to get it out there, my favorite colors are black, red and white. I am an introvert, INTP type of personality. I generally don't believe in astrology or all of that things, but if you must know, I am Aries. I don't know how to pronounce it actually. And well, that's pretty much conclude information about me as a person. Now, let me tell you what I'm gonna post on this channel. First and foremost, as I said, I am a beginner artist, and so I will use this channel to kinda share my journey. Despite the situation in the world as a whole or in my home country, drawing still brings me joy, so I want to get better at it. But usually I don't make time to do studies or practice specific things. I just draw because, well, I don't want to, okay? Don't judge me. But I like to do social media stuff, so I thought to give myself this external motivation to practice in form of making videos of it, so yeah, we see how it goes. And second thing is that the fact that I have a factory in my head, which produce a lot of stories about my original characters, which is, yes, I have a lot of them, and all aspects that surrounding this, from world building to the way that countries work. So, as you can imagine, I have a lot of things to tell. And because I yap to my friends a lot as it is, I'm gonna use this channel to yap even more, so they wouldn't disown me. Thank you very much. And maybe someone will even find it interesting. I don't know, we'll see where it goes. I will not leave you without a little preview of it, of course. The events of my stories are happening in the world that was made for the god of the love between men, aka very gay stories. There was sort of a trial. Every god could take it, and if they would pass, a world will be created for them, to which they can go with their allies and followers and do their own stuff there. And one of the gods that passed the trial and received his own world was, as I said, god of love between men, or god of gays. We can call him that too, I guess. My cat keep interrupting me. I cannot record anything. What is going on? Don't do this, please. And yes, that's why the fact that I am gay myself was important. Thank you. And stay tuned if you're interested, I guess. Now let me tell you a bit about my persona and my process of drawing it all. As I said, he is supposed to be a kind of self-insert character in that world that I told you about. His design thus is not random, which is both was easier because I kinda knew what I was going for, but kinda harder because I needed to make him to fit in, if you will, and well, searching for specific references of clothes is not fun. I don't like to look for references in general, so that was my personal hell. Okay. Also, I recorded all of my process of drawing from the start, and I started from making a sketch of outfit to figure out everything, including colors and stuff. But I've spent much more time on this than I wanted to, due to me wanting this to actually be good, but also because I obsessed over every little details, because of course I did. So there was a lot of recorded footage and I ended up just like deleting half of it because there was just too much and I couldn't fit it all in this video. So everything started from the moment where I draw a face and starting to actually draw clothes and like different emotions or whatever you can call this. So yeah, and well, most of the time of this drawing was actually spent on that. Drawing sketches, redrawing sketches, figuring out stuff, so on. Adding the fact that this is actually my second attempt in making a persona self-insert kind of thingy. And well, there's a reason why first version is not what I went with, so yeah, there was a lot of stuff. But actually I'm glad that I spent some time on it because I like this outfit and overall vibe very much, but I still need to learn to be easier on myself. But then again, as I said, I actually wanted it to be good because I'm kinda gonna use it in my future videos, so yeah, I guess it is what it is. I'm gonna shut up about it now. Well, fortunately, after that, everything was going well. I drew different emotions, or once again, whatever you can call this. Didn't stress it too much and just copy-pasted everything and changed details. And I'll say it again, I'm quite satisfied with the results. My favorite parts of the design is wing thingies hanging from the waist and gradient on fingers. I also hope that it is not that noticeable that I have no idea what I'm doing with the clothes. From crotch area of pants to folds of top, I'm completely lost it. Oh well, I guess that's the price for drawing naked men most of the time. You can see those drawings here if you like, by the way. I'll leave a link in the description as well. Thank you. Let's conclude with a little bit of lore about this persona. He belongs to a faction that's called Crimson Moon. Their duty is to hunt unkillable creatures and, well, get rid of them. For only Eyes of Crimson Moon, that's what member of this faction called, by the way, Crimson Eyes, or just Eyes for short, have powers to eradicate those creatures. In return, Eyes are getting elongated lifespan and powers that are basically connected to body, from healing to conjuring something from pile of meat. And a lot of the time Crimson Eyes called Blood Witches. Eyes are generally following philosophy of two gods, sometimes one more than another, sometimes 50-50. My persona is the latter. And for you to understand this philosophy, here's two quotes from the stories of these said two gods. First is God of life and death. For life begets death, because death is a cure of life. And second is God of knowledge. Knowledge is a venom which grants you the pain of awareness. I will go more in detail sometimes down the line if anyone will be interested. And if no one will be interested, I will still yap about it because I can and I will. And well, here are the finished results. I'm gonna say it again, but I like it and I'm very glad about it, that's why I mention it so much. All of my efforts were not in vain, that's great news. I still had to cut out a lot of stuff and I'm sad about it, but I just couldn't fit it all in. That's sad. But oh well, what can you do? I guess I have to spend less time obsessing over every single little detail from now on. I'll see what I can do about that. Cannot guarantee anything though. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope this gave you an idea of who I am and what you can expect. I hope my accent wasn't that bad because I'm actually self-conscious about it. Have a nice day. Bye.